Hi guys, this is Aura.
And this is Michael.
You're about to learn about climate change.
Before we start, pause the video and ask yourself, what is climate? Climate is the average weather over a period of time. But then, what is the difference between weather and climate?
Weather is just the conditions outside in a single day. For example, rain, sunshine, or wind, while climate, as we defined, is the average weather of a place over a long period of time.
Here are some examples of different climates from around the world. At the North and South Poles, you're going to need a big jacket to keep you warm because the climate is cold and dry.
On the other hand, you may want to pick shorts and a t-shirt in Africa because its climate is hot and dry. Pause the video and ask yourself, what is Southern California's climate? If you said sunny, temperate, and dry, you would be right.
So, if climate is the average weather over a period of time, then climate change is a long-term change in Earth's weather patterns.
It is important to note that climate change is a natural process. The Earth has gone through natural cycles of warm and cold periods since its creation.
This chart shows for the last 1,000 years that Earth's temperature cycles within a certain range.
But Michael, if climate change is natural, then why is it a major environmental issue?
Well, Aura, climate change is also caused by human activities. Human-caused climate change is accelerating the natural process we just mentioned. As a result, Earth's climates are changing faster than animals, including humans, and the ecosystems they live in can adapt.
To understand why human activities are responsible for accelerating climate change, let's travel back in time to the late 1700s.
At this time, the first industrial revolution had begun. Major inventions led to factories popping up all over the place in Europe and later in America. These factories burned fossil fuels, which produced greenhouse gases.
It's these gases which are accelerating climate change.
Pause the video and ask yourself, what are fossil fuels and greenhouse gases? Fossil fuels are sources of energy such as coal, oil, and natural gas, and take millions of years to naturally form.
When we burn fossil fuels, they produce greenhouse gases. These gases are many different chemicals you've heard before. Some major ones include carbon dioxide, methane, and water vapor.
When we put these chemicals into the atmosphere, the Earth's temperature increases. This is called the greenhouse effect.
To understand why these chemicals warm the Earth up, first imagine you wake up in the morning and your room is cold, but you're warm because you're under your blankets. Those layers of blankets trap the heat that escapes your body. The thicker the layer of blankets, the warmer you will be.
Greenhouse gases, like your blankets, trap a form of heat that comes from the sun. This heat is called infrared radiation. The more greenhouse gases humans release, the thicker the layer of gases becomes. Ultimately, this leads to more heat being trapped in Earth's atmosphere.
Naturally, some of this heat should escape Earth and go back into space. But now that more heat is trapped, Earth's temperature is quickly rising.
To summarize, most modern factories, planes, trains, and automobiles burn fossil fuels, producing greenhouse gases. It's these gases that are accelerating climate change.
At this point, you might be wondering how this affects the environment. Well, some of climate change's more noticeable effects on nature include polar ice caps melting, destruction of habitats for animals, and entire ecosystems collapsing.
But Aura, how does climate change directly affect me?
Well, Michael, polar ice caps melting lead to sea levels rising, which play a large role in the flooding of coastal cities such as Miami. It also puts houses along California coast at risk of being flooded. Other effects of ice caps melting include natural weather events becoming more extreme. Extreme weather events such as hurricanes, droughts, and heat waves can all negatively affect food production and people's safety. Significantly, habitat destruction and ecosystems collapsing both hinder our planet's ability to produce oxygen and purify water.
In addition to all of this, many greenhouse gases humans release pollute the air by creating smog that is harmful for humans to breathe.
So, how can you help our planet? First and foremost, it is important to be aware of your carbon footprint.
Your carbon footprint is the amount of carbon dioxide released into the atmosphere because of your own energy needs. Think about when you take a walk on the beach. Each step you take leaves behind a footprint in the sand. Each part of your daily routine that requires energy, from the food you eat to the electronic device that you are using to watch this video, all leave behind an impact on the environment.
By reducing your carbon footprint, you can reduce the amount of greenhouse gases you put into the atmosphere, limiting the greenhouse effect.
Pause the video and ask yourself, what are some ways you can reduce your footprint? Easy ways to reduce your carbon footprint include turning off water when you brush your teeth, avoid using one-time use plastic and paper bags, and using reusable water bottles and lunch boxes.
At the end of the day, if you remain aware of what is going on with our planet, the ways that you can personally help reduce your carbon footprint, and even try your best to educate friends and family on it, then you're doing your part to help combat climate change.
We know that you may have more questions about the effects of climate change and how to reduce your carbon footprint. So, visit the question and answer page and ask us any and all questions.
Visit the Golden Rule page to learn more about protecting our environment.
And stay tuned for more videos about the above mentioned topics.
Well, that's all the time we've got for today. We hope you enjoyed the video and learned something new about our planet, even perhaps how you can help it. We'll see you next time.